Hey, it's Oska from the Frontrunner Colombo.
Tom from the Frontrunner Colombo.
Kat from Back on Track Sports.
And you are listening to Run Spesh, our weekly running specialty podcast where we talk about the human locomotive movement. We call running, and just like a Christmas cracker, we're full of
Joy and
terrible
laughter.
paraphernalia. Terrible jokes. But you suckers just keep coming back for more.
Yeah.
And we go off with a bang. We're not sitting in our TKO order anymore,
No,
though.
we're not.
I've messed it up.
The producer
all
messed that up.
That's all right.
So it's been Christmas week. It's been Boxing Day. It's been busy. I'm pretty naked, but I got a feeling.
I was tired after
It's
yesterday.
going to be a good
God.
night. It's going to be...
Hang on, I thought you were in a mood.
I'm in a... Okay, sorry, a mood. But a mood sounds seductive.
Yeah, it does.
And the way I'm kind of sitting and I'm leaning towards Tom and saying seductive. So it was
Giving
different.
him the
It was
eyes.
different when you were in the middle. It would have been like a little less weird. But, so anyway, we'll go through our normal formula. We haven't got anything written down today.
Nah, off the cusp.
Cusp?
Is it cusp?
Cuff?
Did I say it?
Off the cuff?
Yeah.
Oh, we're off to a good start now. I'm not going to edit
That's
that
when
out.
we do our best work, though. So
I think
let's see
so.
how we go.
I do my best work, just not working. Should come naturally. So,
See how
Kat,
naturally this comes
this
to
comes.
us.
do I always come naturally?
Sure. No pills involved.
Yeah, there's never an appliance involved.
Never in a play.
I mean, we have talked about sex robots.
Yeah, we have.
Would that still be naturally?
No.
No, unnatural.
No, that's unnatural.
Okay, that's where Tommy draws the line.
Yeah. No, I drew the line far before that. Right?
I won't ask the question I asked you
Line is
yesterday.
wrong.
So we haven't seen Kat for a couple of weeks.
Yes.
She's been away. Tom and I recorded our Shoes of 2024, which got released yesterday, which when I release this will be 7 days ago.
Yeah.
So the time travel is weird.
Yeah,
We time travel in the Ethernet,
we do.
in the cloud.
Technically, we're living in the future right now.
Well, but time is just a flat globe anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
And birds aren't real.
No, not the birds.
Cat loves birds. Come on.
But just, where are all the babies?
In the nests.
Yeah, but where are the nests?
In the trees.
Yeah.
Or on the ground. Depending on the bird.
Right now it's that windy. Perhaps there'd be more
They're
nests
on
on
the
the ground
floor.
than we want. I'm convinced that birds are watching us.
They definitely are.
They're just hanging out.
They do come in here sometimes.
Oh, it's the weird ones where one eye goes one way and one eye goes the other, and you're like, one eye is looking at me and the other one is sending stuff back to Russia.
I've never thought of it like that.
There's little antennas just like, what are they doing? Who are they doing it with? And everything that kind of goes in between. Anyway, we'll talk about our training and then we'll talk about some shoes and then we'll talk about me getting stitched up on Instagram ads and
Once again.
Well, good stitch up though.
anything else that kind of happens. Little 3K happened tonight, but time traveling's fun. So let's time travel back.
Yeah.
Back a couple of weeks.
Like back on track a couple of weeks.
Back on track.
We can get the
Nice.
podcast back on track.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just ticking off the days, to be honest. I've got about, I think, 16 weeks to London. So
Oh,
That's
yeah,
such a
so you're
long
kind of in
time
that
still.
in
yeah,
between.
I'm like, it's quite a ways to go, and I just want to tick off the sessions and tick off the runs. Had a lot of double days, which I'm slowly getting used to. I
Double.
honestly just lace up and get myself out the door. It's the hardest part. But I've actually had some fun sessions recently. I've done like 1 minute on, 1 minute off stuff, 90 seconds on, 1 minute
It's
on.
fun.
It's so fun.
I love
Like
that
I
stuff.
actually get to go fast again, which I'm like,
Do you set the workout up on your watch?
I do. I
Yeah,
just
good.
listen for the beeps, and then it's great.
Mm.
Yeah.
Dictated to by the beeps.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go beep.
So good.
I'm literally the same. For the fartleks, it's perfect.
Oh, it's
You
so
can just
good.
switch off and just wait for it.
Yep. I actually had a bit of North Hagley action the other
stop
week.
it.
So yeah,
Stop
I know,
it.
naughty.
Naughty. Naughty North. Naughty North and Slutty South.
Slutty
Yeah.
South.
I mean, South is, there's a lot of laps on that old
Yeah.
girl.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there today doing my 1Ks.
Oh, 1Ks. You're really getting
I
some.
know. Well, I was planning on doing that 10K on the track, so I
Ah.
think it was kind of geared towards that. But
Gotcha.
yeah, I think I might just skip
And you
that
realise it's
one
going to
and-
cost like $3,000 to get to New
so-
Plymouth.
Yeah, it's not really worth it for me.
I
And
wonder
plus,
why no one shows up.
yeah, yeah.
I like
know.
them with some $440 flights.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I
Not bad.
suppose,
But then my accommodation, it's a $1,200 weekend.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, no, I can't justify that, to be honest.
Like I could give Tom $1,200 to eat, injure me. Really, couldn't I?
Yeah. Yeah. Happily.
Yeah.
I need the money.
Bang.
Lock it in.
Lock it in, Eddie. Phone a friend.
So-
50-50.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
What was your K reps?
They were in 320s, but it was so windy today. I was just going back and forth because it's all marked out, but I was just going like from the start to 1K and 1K back because then I like got half without the wind and half with the wind. So
Is wind your least favourite element?
absolutely, I would take the rain any day.
Do you know it's only going to be 7 knots, 7 kilometres an hour winds at 7:30 tonight when we run our 3K, which
Yeah, I
is
should've
actually
waited.
7 days ago.
That's so funny. Eh?
That's pretty weird.
That's gold.
So have you been like tapering at all for this race? Or you just
I don't believe in tapering.
No,
okay?
either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon there's more chance of me getting tapeworm than tapering.
That's why you're eating all the time.
Depends where you are in the world, honestly.
Tommy knows all about tapeworm. You just got to stop eating them, bro. Yeah. Any long runs, Kat? I mean, we had a fun run. When did we run?
Yeah, we ran down the river and we went on that new path.
On the new city to sea.
Yeah, it's cool, eh?
I think it's going to be
It's so smooth.
unreal.
Yep.
Not much gets me more excited than a new path.
It's so funny, eh?
I reckon there's probably 3 things and 2 of them I can't talk about on this podcast.
One of them is a path.
Yeah, one of them's a path.
One of them's a smooth path.
Tarmac. Smooth tarmac.
Have you been out there yet, Tommy?
No, I haven't yet.
Oh.
I've seen it. I've
Oh,
biked
you
past
should.
it,
It's
but
so
yeah, it
nice.
looks really nice.
So you've got sections that they've finished from, obviously Oxford Terrace they've done already, and then you've got Fitzgerald to Stanmore up to Avonside Girls.
Yeah.
And then there's a K rep,
Yeah.
brand new, all the way to the first bridge.
Oh, really?
And then there'll be another K rep from there over the bridge towards Avondale Bridge. There's one more, they're going to build one more to go in,
Yeah.
and then you'll basically be able to run like a 6K
That was
straight out. So we parked up at Avondale, and we had Ben, Aristus, you, me,
Yep.
Chris.
And then we had Dan show up later.
That's right.
Yep.
And
Down the
I
river.
couldn't remember Dan's name.
Who's Dan?
From Wellington.
Yeah. Sorry, Dan. I couldn't. I knew his face, and
Yeah.
you're like, damn it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I was waiting for someone to say his name, and then
I'm bad with faces though and names. Like just out.
Cat
like in
prefers
one.
paper bags. I warned you.
You did. You did. Yeah.
I warned you. So we had a nice run. We did like 90. Oh, you ran 2 hours.
I had 2 hours.
All right,
'cause I'm a
flex.
marathoner now. So,
Flex on
you know.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was good. I'll probably go out in the hills this weekend. I got 2.25.
Oh, settle down. Settle down.
Got to get back out there.
You got to do some aerobic conditioning. Settle
Yeah.
down. Run some long stuff. What's your favourite hill loop?
I start at the bottom of Mount Pleasant and I go up Mount Pleasant to the top and then go left. And
You're
then
a masochist.
it's like such a nice down all the way to
Top of Evans.
yeah.
Do you
Well,
have-
even further, you just go and do the
Godly Head.
Yep, Godly Head loop and then come back.
How long do you give yourself on the flat before you climb the hill?
Please tell me
None,
at
0.
least.
I
Oh,
literally
that's
park
criminal.
at that parking spot that's right
That
next
is
to
so
the bottom of the
criminal.
hill.
That is
Straight up.
Need
you're
at
right.
least 15 minutes.
Oh.
I hate that part, so I'm like, do it first.
That's all. Like,
could
I
not
don't
run
think my
straight
insides
into
would work.
that. My Achilles wouldn't
I think my intestines would fall out
touch wood, but
of a hole I don't have yet.
it's just you need to warm yourself up.
Okay, so should I start down the road then? Is
I
that what you're
reckon.
telling
No,
me?
you could you could park in the same spot and do the loop around that little park. But
Yeah. Or what I do is
like-
I park in Barnet Park,
3K.
and you
Yeah,
run Barnet
could do
Park
that.
back to Mount
Yeah.
Pleasant, and then you
Yeah,
Don't
maybe I'll
you-
do that one.
maybe
And then you
just.
don't have to run as far out. You just run back.
True.
Takes off some of the.
That is a nice loop
land.
though. Kennedy's Bush is a good one.
Yeah. Godly Head. I like
God, Godly Head's probably one of the greatest runs in the
It's
world.
so pretty.
Not that we've run everywhere possible. We've run in some pretty cool places between the 3 of us. I think.
I
Godly
always think though the Boulder Bay Classic, like how do people stay on the track when you're going at pace around there? Because there's some gnarly corners
slippery.
and it's like off
Yeah.
a cliff.
So
Yeah.
so when I set the record, I don't know, like 8 years ago. 8 years
Oh,
ago.
right.
It was the same year I won Auckland.
Yeah.
I ran a 2:38
On the path.
7th K.
Oh.
Where's this? Oh, is that
So
when
down.
you come down? Yeah.
It was like the 6.5 to 7.5 K around 238.
Yeah.
I nearly ate shit.
You eat shit, you're
soft
off the edge
gravel
though.
on top as
Yeah,
well.
and I
It's
was
so slippery.
I was wearing New Balance 1400s, and I ripped the rubber. No shit. It was a fresh
Like
pair out of the
straight
box, like fresh
Yeah.
pair out of the box, and I
Yeah.
ripped the outsole straight off the midsole.
Dude.
They're a great shoe for that. I think I ran like 34 something.
Couldn't do that.
Far out.
But
Nah,
I
I can-
way overcommitted.
Yeah. There's some corners I'm just like jogging around like, ooh,
No. Full send.
full set.
Risk it
Yeah.
for the biscuit. That was before I had kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing to lose. Let's go.
No, I'm not doing it. So how many K a week are you running?
I'm up to like 140-ish. Yeah.
Oh, flex.
Yeah.
Cat's just
This-
big. She's just big dogging it.
I'll get like
It's the double days, man.
6K this week.
6K.
So, yeah,
Oh,
how-
little baby case.
How are you feeling after?
Oh, I'm sweet. Yeah. Ran first time yesterday. So what's that, like 10 days from the race?
You're doing some little bit of swimming and
Yeah, I started swimming maybe a week after, but
Yep.
we were just over on the coast, so I was just in the lake there, which was good, and then got back on the bike. I couldn't bring my bike over because we didn't have enough room, unfortunately. So
you should have biked over, pussy.
Yeah.
that would have been a hell of a ride. What was it, like almost 400K?
I mean,
Easy.
Yeah. Through Arthur's Pass as
that
well.
would take you a long time.
Yeah. That would be like a 10-hour day.
I take that back.
Yeah. Nick did my brother bike back from Canary to Arthur's Pass, which was only, I think it was like 110K, but going up Arthur's Pass is pretty brutal.
Good climb.
Yeah. It's like, I think it averages like 18% or something. So
I did see you swimming in the
yeah.
lake,
Yeah, it was good.
pulling reps.
Had to, had some tips from Bailey and some of the others that I need to fix my technique up. So
Someone did mention something about your right arm.
yeah. I jumped in the pool the day before the race with Hayden and Hannah and Bailey, and Hayden just goes, "What the hell is going on with your right arm?" And he's like, "I'm gonna fix that." Try to fix it the day before the race, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm aware, it is, mate." So yeah.
What's it doing? You just don't have the mobility
Nah,
to the
just
shoulder.
I don't know. Yeah, I know. Like to me, I was landing it out in front, like catching out in front. But when you look on the video, it was like catching out here, and it was gliding out that way, and then I was pulling from like there to there. So I just didn't have any pull on that right side. I think it was more because I'm not a natural swimmer, so I'm like not super balanced in the water. But now I've just been focusing on it a lot and doing more balanced stuff, and it's actually coming a long way nicer. So I'm excited to see how it progresses. I kind of just have stopped doing workouts and trying to relearn the technique properly, and then I'll do workouts.
So is that you saying that you're committing to?
Yeah, probably. I don't. It's weird actually. After Topor, I just haven't felt the urge to run on the track.
I mean, Kat and I understand.
yeah, we totally get
like
that.
I haven't had the
Couldn't give a fuck
and the
about track.
stress. What? Yeah, I thought I would because Zatopek was on the 9 to 5s and
Are you 25 yet?
26.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what happens.
Yeah.
What am I doing
Too
here?
old for track now.
Yeah, what am I doing?
Yeah, I don't know. I just seen it and it's
Don't get the same hype, eh?
there's not the same excitement about it. And
Yeah.
like I think it's hard though because going from world champs, being the last race, and there was so much support there. Like
Yep.
I've never been in a race where there's been people that enthusiastic about it for so long.
It's pretty amazing, eh?
Yeah.
Like Kat,
And
You just realise how small track is.
yeah.
Like,
and
nobody
there's
watches it.
still an event in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And then I know it's world champs, so there's more people than normal. But even I think even for New Zealand champs and Topor and then Challenge Wanaka's pretty like well supported as well. So I don't know, that kind of gets me excited.
and like Wanaka's going back into town, eh?
Yeah.
The years that we lived there
Yeah.
and Challenge was like,
Okay.
it was, so they used to do the Dodsey Challenge,
Yeah.
which was like the sprint guys,
Yeah.
Olympic distance guys would do
Yeah,
the night
yeah,
before.
Yeah.
And then there used to be like a 5K road race.
Yeah.
And then, honestly, the town shut down.
Yeah.
And there's thousands of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It just kind of excites me a little bit more. And like I'm enjoying the training more than just running, I think.
Go with it then, eh?
Yeah, like the swimming's fun, like learning new stuff, and the cycling's good because I got my brother back as well. There's a bunch of good cyclists here, so it's fun trying to push yourself in something different. But Yeah, I'll do Wanaka next, which is like middle of February. Unfortunately, there's no pro race this year because they don't have the funds for it. They're trying to get it back on track for 2026, but they're like offering an invite race. So they're going to help people out with the entry fee and then accommodation stuff. So I've asked them what the deal is with that. So try to get into that. It'd be nice to, I want to do a long distance race where it's not starting so far back.
A gun start.
And do a gun start and then have transition right there next to your bike. Like get out on the pros where I can actually just do a proper TT ride, because both races I've done, I mean the pros, it's the luxury of being a pro. You can just get your position dialed in and stare at the white line, like, and be in as aero as you can for as long as you can. Whereas Topol was, I was looking up the whole time, like not very aero at all, because you had to dodge people and look out for other people. So I'm excited to hopefully do that and see if that translates to a faster time. I mean, the course there is brutal. Like you buy
The run courses.
Yeah, the run course is the run course is not too bad this year.
Oh, is it still like Gun Road?
It's so if you're looking out to the lake, it's out on the right.
Yeah.
So Early Point, is it?
Yeah, and you run around,
there.
and you run around, and then up, and then you come up Gun Road.
I don't know if you come up. I think they bring you back around the same way. So it might have changed.
It's changed. The course has changed.
But you could be right. It might be that. I haven't double checked it, but you're on the gravel and then you do go out and back twice, I think. But
so that is a different run course then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it used to be you rode out to the ski field to the left.
Yeah.
And then you came back and you rode through town.
Yeah.
And then you ran around the back of Hawea. And then came back.
Oh, like all the way around.
Yeah, so you used to do like a massive.
No, it's just out and back.
Okay. Yeah, so they've tried to, I guess, minimize something. Yeah. But it's a beautiful course.
Yeah, it'll be stunning.
So many eels in that lake.
Is there?
Yeah. Bro, eels scare me.
I haven't seen them yet, so I'm not going to look for them. Yeah.
There's so many.
Yeah. No, I'm excited for it though. It'll be good. I mean, that's the plan so far. I mean, I ran for the first time yesterday. I'm still pretty tender on the Achilles, but that's expected. It's like people, I mean, we all know it. You can't really give the Achilles too much time off, even when it is sore. Otherwise, it just goes backwards.
You got a strengthening routine for it now?
Yeah. I got the rehab going. Had the glucose, which I think helped quite a bit. Definitely helped on race day. So I had one more session of that. I'll probably get one more when Sarah's back, just to help speed it along. And then I think I'll go into Wanaka pretty, kind of like Sydney, just pretty undercooked on the running, just to be careful. But just keep working on the swim and bike and try to get that up to scratch.
You need one of those treadmill lever things.
Yeah, Sammy has one. Yeah, that'd be perfect. Just to take some of the load off, but still get in the case. So I might have to look into that actually.
Yeah, that would be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Who makes them? We could find someone.
Apparently it's a guy in New Zealand.
This episode is sponsored by
Lever Systems.
Systems.
Yeah. So no, it was good fun. It was exciting. So we'll see how that one goes, and then there's a few pretty soon after. There's New Zealand Champs 2 weeks after, which would be a push back in Topor. But I would be kind of keen to do that again. And then one in Geelong over in Melbourne at the end of March. So
Geelong one's cool.
Yeah.
Geelong's a cool place.
I was thinking I might do Wanaka, Geelong, and then do Christchurch, because they're all like.
Is that, you mean the half or the?
Yeah. Christchurch marathon, middle of April.
April, yeah. Like the 14th or 15th or 16th. Sorry.
Yeah. So I think that would give me
13th?
3 weeks between them, which is I think enough. Just wouldn't do much after Geelong, and then just do like 2 workouts into Christchurch maybe.
Do you reckon the guy that named Geelong like
what are you going to say?
got out of his car and just like stood and went, gee, that's long.
Yeah.
And then
I don't even know where it is.
Down.
It's just out of yeah, Geelong.
or a couple drove up.
Yeah.
And they sat and looked over and she goes, gee.
Long.
Primitive caveman speak.
Yeah. I don't know.
Missing verbs.
It is a weird name though, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you think about it.
There's some good names over there.
But we're 100% picking on their Aboriginal. We should stop. Because there'll be some like.
I don't actually even know where it is. I
bad.
just know it's near Melbourne.
Melbourne, it's west of Melbourne. Southwest of Melbourne, I think. Yeah, southwest. But you get this like Great Ocean Road. Further on, some beautiful spots. Lawn, when you go further from Geelong and you drive a little bit further along,
Yeah.
Lawn is amazing.
Yeah.
I've got a cousin and an auntie who live
Yeah.
in their house where you can feed the parakeets off the balcony in the forest.
Oh,
Their little house in the so her husband he's kind of does development stuff, and they've got
Yeah.
amazing house. You literally walk out and there's like parrots and shit.
Love that.
Yeah, also snakes.
You know they go back to Russia though.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. He fed me, man. How many times? No, don't worry, actually. I'm not going there. Not yet anyway. We're only 25 minutes in. Oh, stop. That sounds fun.
Nah, it'd be good fun.
Does that feel, you feel at ease now you have a decision? Like a part, you're like, okay, I'm gonna just do this for a year, or like it'll be a year by the time you get round to.
Sydney when it started last time. Yeah, and I think there's so much more I can work on. Like I want to do the sweat testing. I want to try out ketones. I want to try all this stuff just to see how good it's like anything though. You want to see how good you can get at it. So,
and if 66% of the stuff doesn't break you,
yeah, exactly.
It's
Then it's just going to be more enjoyable because it'll be less injured, hopefully.
or at least feel like you're doing something.
Yeah.
I think if you're a runner we all know, right? Like when you're a runner and you're sore, everything hurts. Yeah. And it's just not
It's
fun.
miserable.
If you don't hurt on the bike, you don't hurt in the pool.
Yeah.
I was gutted this morning when I drove past Waltham and it was closed.
Yeah.
Like I was going to go to the pool this morning.
Yeah.
Why are they closed?
For sure. Well, I
Rude.
could have asked Google,
Yeah.
Google would have told me, but I'm not.
Oh, they don't tell you sometimes.
I'm not swimming in Pioneer.
No.
I'm
No.
catching AIDS or something in that pool.
The pool's disgusting. I swam in there once and refused to swim there ever again.
Yeah. I mean, it's like 9/10 away from like.
You stand up in the shallow and it's up to like your waist.
Yeah, but what do you call those
It's
things
so
that they have in
warm.
bathrooms where you put like the syringes and shit in it?
Oh,
Like a chemical box or whatever, disposable
Yeah.
thing. That's what Pioneer Pool is. It's one of those.
It just gets chucked
it's
in.
not great. It's
It's like plasters
Sorry,
and
Pioneer. We're
Hey,
just trashing
yeah,
it, but
gross.
That's nasty.
it's
No, I
nasty.
went in the sauna there once. I was like, nah, I'm gonna catch
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, it doesn't feel particularly.
Speaking
clean.
of saunas, is Flex Fitness isn't far away.
Yeah, I'm
I
excited
heard
about
they're
that.
getting a sauna in
Yeah.
there. That's
That's
awesome.
going to be money.
So I'm thinking, what I might do is, I'm working with them on buying memberships
Yeah, that'd be cool.
that we can all use as staff.
That would be awesome.
But yeah, we can finish a workout and get straight into the sauna, treadmill into sauna,
Yeah.
gym.
It'd be so
right
handy
there.
having it right there.
What I'm wondering is like, will we get our gym sessions done any quicker?
Oh, I think I will. It'd be
Do you
perfect.
muck around in the gym? I don't. I'm in and out.
Sure you are.
You walked into that one.
Damn it.
She sure did. She walked all the
I think
way
I
in.
would, yeah. Because like when we just go for runs around the park,
Yeah,
you
true,
know,
you know.
you just run through the park and then come back and go straight in there and get done. And then it's also like because it's a little bit further away from home, I think there's more like a rush to get back. You know?
I'm looking forward to sneaking out at lunchtime,
Yeah,
throwing down 50 minutes,
yeah,
and then coming back to work.
Yeah,
Because I think what you do is like when you have to drive somewhere, or whatever, you kind of I put it off.
yeah. You do.
Such an effort to
Yeah.
get ready. Yeah.
And I
it's
feel
right
like,
there.
can you get like 45, 50 minutes in your day?
Yeah.
Because let's be fair, I'm productive for about half the day.
Yeah.
Like,
Same
I mean, I'm
here, probably.
thinking, but
Probably same.
I'm just mulling things over.
Yeah.
But I'm not like on for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Nah,
Like
that's too hard.
going. So I feel like
Yeah.
if at 12 o'clock I can sneak out and
Oh, it'd just be nice having some of that recovery stuff and then just
yes,
we can test stuff out in there as well.
yes.
We
Like,
can create the recovery room in there.
yeah. It'd be perfect.
They're a nice couple too. They're younger,
Yeah.
sort of like somewhere around Kat and I's age. And, they've been in charge of the one out at Selwyn
Yeah.
and Lincoln or whatever it is.
It'd be nice. It'd be nice to have a gym, like, because there's only, City Fitness on this kind of side of town.
Yeah. Maybe we could do before and after.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Before and after photos of ourselves.
I don't change much to be
See how
fair.
jacked we get from
or
Gym
we
workouts.
could wait until our major races and then blow out.
Yeah.
We'll see how much weight Kat can put on after London.
Ooh, challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. Come back from London.
Wasn't there the guy from like Algeria or something who used to just like he was in Nick Willis's era?
McLuffy?
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
just like it was fast, obviously,
Yeah.
and then he just eat like a Trojan horse. I don't know what a
He's a
Trojan horse is.
big dude.
Yeah, and then put all this weight on, and then as he lost the weight, he'd put the weight around a belt and continue to train. And so he always did all of his training pre-season at like 80 kegs or whatever. And then the first race of the season, he dropped the weight belt off.
Yeah.
And he was 65 and flew.
You'd feel amazing.
I wouldn't be surprised. That guy looked like he should have been in the bodybuilding world champs, not 1500 meter start line. Like he was jacked.
What was he running for 15?
He won the Olympics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he won the 1500. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, give me some weights then.
332, whatever. Yeah. Like,
Sheesh.
and you could squat, I think, 220 kgs.
Stop.
Yeah. He was
Far out.
jacked. But he was, yeah.
Do you reckon a little bit of poo's peeping out at 220 kilos in the squat rate?
I don't know, but that's doing something to your insides. Like you're squeezing pretty hard to get that thing back up.
Are we talking about the squat?
Yeah. I realized as soon as I did that.
I just needed to check that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was impressive. For a distance runner, that, you know, I mean, we're not renowned for lifting heavy weights, really.
Nah.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Kat, you're flexing this whole episode. Well, what have I been doing? I'm going to
He's got a race tonight.
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
Getting
I mean, I've got
ready
let's call it an effort.
An effort, yeah.
We'll call it an effort. What have I been doing?
Looking up these shoes.
Look at my Strava. We had a fun workout on Tuesday morning. People might like this. So I've been trying to come up with basically creative ways to stay entertained. But like you're in that phase, Kat, where you're like kind of almost ready to train for something, but you kind of just whatever. So I came up with a session which was 5 by 200 and then 1 by a K times 3.
Yeah.
So it was 6K worth of work. 6K worth of work. And we ran the 200s at 31 with 30 seconds rest. And then at the end of the 5 200s, we took 75 seconds rest and then ran the K back to the start in 250.
This wasn't on the track, eh?
This was we did it on the road because the night before the alarm in the shop went off.
Oh.
No.
And so at 1 a.m. I got a phone call. Do you know, and I'm so tired at the moment because obviously our son's like 5 months old and there's just a lot of pressure everywhere. It's December and the shop's crazy. And it was just the last thing I wanted to do, but you're like, I'm not going to, like Katie can't go.
Yeah.
Can't come, so it's whatever. And so I did that. So we were going to go to the track, but I took the extra hour's sleep.
Yeah. Fair.
And then ended up in the park. So we did 15 200s in total, all at 31 or faster on 30 seconds rest. And then the 3 1Ks were like 252, 250, 248. So it was a fun session.
I quite like those ones where it's just change of pace stuff. And then, you get the fast leg turnover with the twos. And then, just mixing it up really because sometimes you can get into the same rhythm.
And I'm just trying to run 140-ish K a week and like really just concentrating on my like core stability stuff.
Yeah.
Like doing something every morning. Like planks, side planks, dead bugs, just anything to try and hold me together.
It's funny how like after big races and stuff, there's always something you find that you want to like focus on for the next one, and then it'll be the next thing, you can't fit it all in.
Nah.
So you have to like nail in one thing.
I reckon you can fit it all in.
Probably can.
I mean, this is scraping the barrel of humour. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm not okay.
That's right. We'll blame Boxing Day yesterday.
It's like watering can humour.
Yeah.
You know, it's just coverage. It all sounds the same, but it's just coverage. So no, it's running about 140K a week. Trying to do some threshold stuff. The 200 is trying to get my legs going a little bit quicker. And then trying to wrap it up in a pretty bow in like 3 weeks, 3.5, 4 weeks time in Inglewood. And I'll be honest, I'm not really targeting the 10,000. I haven't put in a lot of effort, like normal Oska effort.
Yeah.
But you never know. Sometimes that's not a bad thing.
No, sometimes going into it just
A little bit relaxed. Might
hard
be fun.
effort.
Yeah. I mean, I've only been doing one long run a week. I feel a little bit uncoordinated.
Yeah.
Like whatever. But I think what I've learned in the last 10 years is when work's really busy, you can't train at a high level.
No.
And so you just end up.
It's like the busiest period of the year.
I'd rather go in feeling like I wasn't that fit than going and feeling like I'm absolutely fucked.
Yeah.
Because 25 laps of the track is
Not fun on any day.
you're gonna get found out if mentally you don't want to be there.
Yeah.
You're gonna run 15 laps and then you're gonna do a death
Switch
march.
off, yeah.
Like it's pretty it's pretty
Do you have a goal for your 3K tonight, or you're just gonna?
Well, Matt and I talked this morning. I sent him a text and I was like, I'm like 70%. I'll race, 30% I won't. And he was like, well, I think you should come down regardless. And then if you're feeling pretty average, then run 2K in 6 minutes and then try and run that 6 lap like at a mid 60.
Yeah.
And then if you go back to running 72s, it doesn't matter. But just come and have an effort. And it's handicap race, so I'll have people to chase, which is fun.
That's good.
Yeah, it's
Otherwise
fun.
you might end up running by yourself.
And we're going to run Lovelock 3K, so it'd be nice to get on the track and
Yeah.
as Tom and I were talking about earlier before we started recording, it's like everything you do that's slightly harder than your training just brings you that next little bit of fitness.
Yeah.
And I guess you have to hope that you'll be doing it for so long. If you do enough little things to race yourself into shape, you'll just turn up.
Yeah.
Like give yourself an opportunity, do some stuff, have some fun.
That's what I did find about track. You had to create some race fitness for it. It
Yeah.
always took me a
Just
few
tops you up.
races to
Yeah.
actually start feeling good.
We call it the chuck it and the fuck it bucket.
Chuck it in the
Yeah.
bucket bucket.
You got to have a couple of chuck it and the fuck it buckets,
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally.
which is definitely how I felt about the 5K park run.
yeah.
Like,
Just
chuck it
go
in
out
the
there
fuck
and
it
do it.
bucket.
Yeah.
Doesn't
I think
matter.
you just needed to do that though. That's the blowing of the cobwebs.
Yeah,
the-
and just get humbled.
yeah.
It's fine.
Absolutely.
You just, whatever.
Yeah.
You know you're a 14, 15 guy. And
Yeah.
you just run 15 flat like you are just a sack of shit.
Well, it's good to know where you're at, right?
Yeah.
It's always good because you're like, okay, I'm here. Let's see how far I can go. And so.
Yeah. And you just be honest with yourself. Have I been doing everything very
Yeah.
well? Not really.
Yeah. That's right.
I've been eating a lot of chippies. But they are. Christmas is so bad, isn't it?
No, it's
Like-
so good. Like the food is so good.
Yeah.
But it's so
What
good.
did you guys do for Christmas?
I had such a boring day. It was
Oh.
great.
Really?
Just me
Yeah.
hanging out. I did my Christmas run
Nice.
and I sat inside.
You should have come over, man. What are you doing?
I'm such a Grinch.
Yeah, we kind of decided. Oh, me and Nick went for a ride with Lawrence early in the morning, so that was nice. And then came back to just brunch, and then we're supposed to have.
Stop fiddling with the knob, Tom.
I'm leaving it out that way.
You always leave it out that way.
Yeah. Jeez.
Sorry, you went for a bike ride.
Yeah,
with
brunch,
Lawrence.
and then we were
Yeah.
supposed to have the cousins come over, but two of the siblings got COVID, so
Oh, you know
Oh,
what
they
that.
suck.
stayed up there and just chilled at home. Played some of that cub.
Yeah, cool.
God, Dad is insanely good at that. Eh?
Mm.
It's weird. Like he's a sniper when it comes to that game, and me and Nick tried to beat him probably like 3 or 4
So
times.
you don't want to play beer pong with them?
Nah.
Nah. Well, you might.
Well,
Want
you
to.
might want
Yeah.
to because the alcohol might work in your favour, but I don't know. He doesn't drink much, so
Mm.
that might be. Yeah, so we just hung around home and then came in the next morning for Boxing Day madness,
Mm. Yeah,
which was madness.
we do Christmas Eve with my dad and stepmom and
Yeah,
little sisters and grandma, which is kind of fun. Just a lot in our house,
yeah,
and
yeah. It's
just
a
like
lot of people.
it's
Eh?
just people. But we did a fun thing this year. I bought a pizza oven attachment for the barbecue.
Oh, that'd be
Nice.
cool.
It's like a stone,
Yeah,
like a proper pizza
Like,
thing.
Yep.
And so my little sisters are 16 and 13, and obviously Indy's nearly 9. And so we all made pizzas,
Yeah.
like our own pizzas and
Yeah,
stuff. We had all the
that's
toppings, and Katie made fresh bread doughs, and
Yeah.
which is like it's probably not traditional.
Yeah.
but
What's tradition?
I
Make your
only-
own traditions.
yeah.
I kind of only cook one. So people that don't know, in a previous life, I was a chef, and so I only cook once a year now, which Katie calls false advertising. Because when her and I met, I
You
was
reeled her into some good,
I was like
good
Yeah.
food.
running a hotel,
I was a
cooking
full-time
5-star,
chef.
cooking
suck.
5-star stuff. And now, I used to do all the competitions, like everything, and now I literally will be happy to eat
Yeah, anything.
a steak that's close enough and
An
spuds
air
out of the air
fryer.
fryer.
Yeah, fried
air
steak.
steak. Yeah.
So I made my delicious tiger prawn, garlic tiger
Oh,
prawns,
yum.
chili, coriander, butter.
That actually
Garlic.
sounds elite. I want some of that.
Yeah, and what you do is on the barbecue, you get the big charcoal pan out,
Fry it up.
and you get that like just smoking,
Yeah.
and then you're in there
Yum.
and you make like a garlic oil, and then boom, prawns in, flash, butter in, delicious.
I'm hungry, man.
Yeah.
I
And
looked at
then-
the time and I was like, words.
One of
Okay.
it, of course, and then one of the signature ones when I used to work, or the oldies who are listening will probably remember Liquidity, which was down the strip. We used to do our green tea smoked salmon,
Yum.
mate.
Green
So
tea
yeah,
smoked
so it
salmon.
sounds weird.
It sounds like it shouldn't
Interesting.
work.
Yeah.
But
So what you do is you get this has become a Jamie Oliver podcast. But
Yeah.
what you do is you get soy, brown sugar, and green tea,
Yeah.
and you put your like side of salmon or however much you want, and you soak it, marinate it for like sort of 6 to 8 hours,
Yeah.
and then maybe a little bit of lemon,
Yeah.
like whatever rind, and then you use the green tea out of the tea bags as like your fire starter for the smoking. And so you get I mean, I just use disposable trays, and so you do it on the barbecue, and so you get like a disposable tray, put the green tea down, so that's what's going to burn basically, and then you lift your salmon up on your rig, and then you put a top on it, wrap it up, and then smoke it for like I think it's 8 to 12 minutes, whatever, depending on how thick it is, and that comes out like butter, and it's delicious, smoky flavor, it's bloody
love
amazing.
salmon.
I love smoked salmon.
Yeah, I think it might be my favorite thing ever.
Yeah. It's
Salmon, like
really
it's like
good.
protein wise.
Yeah, same,
Pretty
definitely.
good.
It's a shame it's like $125 a kilo.
It's a
Yeah,
treat
it's-
now.
Do you ever think,
Expensive.
though, when you look at like fish, you're like, oh, it's sad we eat them? A little bit?
Nah.
No.
Kinda.
You look at them,
When
kind
you
of.
catch them yourself
Mm,
and then you cook them up, that's a little different.
mm.
But if
I
you're just
don't know.
buying them,
I've been around fishing all my life, so I feel
Yeah.
like it's
You're pretty hardened, eh?
desensitized to
yeah,
that.
You're pretty hardened.
I don't know. Yeah, I haven't really done it too much. So
Mm.
yeah,
That's just what we did. And then, yeah, we came in for Boxing Day, and Boxing Day was absolutely crazy.
yeah,
Heaps of fun. And it's like, it was cool because we had a couple of the old guys come back and
yeah,
help us out. And
yeah.
it's like 12 of us here, and everyone was hustling. And big day on the tools. We're all a bit flat.
Didn't stop it.
Nah, it's crazy.
Like I thought it was going to slow down, maybe.
Nah,
at
people
like
love
2.
a bargain.
Holy heck!
But the crazy thing is, it's not even really a bargain.
I don't-
No, that's the thing.
Like there was a couple of item like brands they were
Yeah.
like Adidas and Nike. We kind of cut them out,
Yeah.
and then like some Vivo and stuff. It really was like,
Yeah.
People are in the mood though.
Yeah.
It's like the spending mood.
Well, they've all
Like
just
they
got
have to
Christmas
buy.
money,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so they're like, I need to spend it.
I'm still confused about what recession we're in, but whatever.
I know, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of spending going on. For
Isn't that what GDP is though? Like our GDP is up the fuck because we're all spending more than we've got
Yeah,
or something. Speaking of spending more than we've got, I got Instagram.
you did.
You got
But it's pretty cool.
Not a bad
Good
one,
device.
this
I think it's good. So for those that listen to all 20, what are we at? 23 episodes now?
Yeah,
23 episodes.
this is Oscar's latest.
So
Oscar's the perfect consumer.
I am, and mostly because I think it's fun. I'm a consumer whore. So this one is called a Axis board, and for people that have been listening know that I've got an ankle. To be fair, we've all got pretty average
Yeah.
ankles, like ankle tendons
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah. So this is a balance board, and I'll be honest, I paid $100 for some plywood
Some Velcro and
with some
rubber.
Velcro. But I'm convinced I mostly paid for the booklet,
Yeah,
Which you could have found online.
which I probably could have found online, or probably just asked Kat.
Yeah.
But it's got different ways to kind of set it up. So when you're balancing on it,
And target different areas.
target different areas. And this is not a paid ad. This is literally, I'm on Instagram and
Popped up.
this popped up. And I was like,
I'd
you know
seen
what?
about 10 ads of it before Oscar even sent me the board.
Thank God the manscaping's gone from
Yeah.
mine though.
It's coming back now.
yeah.
Got to get those balls shaved. Yeah.
You sit on the mic.
Yeah, you got to
so-
get them.
Shit.
You got to get them clean.
Yeah.
They got to be smooth against your boxer shorts. That's the weirdest thing, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know how you can.
Do you know?
advertise for
And
that
do you know?
stuff.
I was thinking the other day because we went out to Castle Hill.
Oh yeah. How's that?
That was amazing.
place, eh?
Yeah, so we wanted to take Obi, our son, out there, and our daughter wanted to climb on the rocks and stuff. And we spent the whole afternoon out there. It was amazing. And then I was thinking as we're like lining up for the bathroom,
Yeah.
how weird is it that like, if there's a dude standing in front of you, he's about to hold his willy and take a piss.
I've never thought about it. Eh?
But
The
you're
stuff that runs through your head.
You know what I mean?
We're all there for the same thing.
But no one talks about it.
No.
You just come out and just be like high five for a slash.
So I just need to go piss. Eh? I'm just gonna go and leave.
There's like 9
Make
people.
zero eye contact with anyone.
Exactly, because everyone knows what you're about to do.
Yeah.
I sometimes wish you'd just say your thoughts, if you're in the bathroom line. Hey, guess what, guys? Guess what we're about to do?
Hey, what's that movie where
either
it's
about
got
to-
Tom Holland and you can hear each other's thoughts?
Oh, that would be funny though.
Imagine if that was real.
Bro, no one would
would
stay
be
No
married.
one would
Nice.
buy anything from our shop. We'd have zero customers.
But no one would stay married.
No,
Oh,
exactly.
no chance. So
Relationships would be very hard, wouldn't they?
Yes. I mean, to
or
be
they'd
fair,
work
most,
really well because everyone's honest.
yeah, exactly.
True.
Yeah,
you'd really know what you get in for.
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Do you reckon the human population
Whole
would
tribe before you
decrease?
buy would be perfect because you'd have to hang out with them a few times and be like, okay, I see what
This
you're
is what
thinking.
they really think.
No, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're
There's another movie with Jim Carrey who can only say the truth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What's that?
It's just Jim Carrey, isn't it?
Yeah,
He's
I
a
can't
legend.
remember.
Liar, liar.
Is it Lila? Yeah, so
Yeah.
he can only say because he lies and then he can only say the truth.
Yeah, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
Is that the when he has the red ball? No, what's the Yes Day one?
You mean Yes Man?
Yes Man.
He
That
can
is
only say yes.
that is hilarious.
Yeah.
Like they're both funny, but
Yeah.
is that still Jim Carrey? Or no, is that I can't remember. Yes Man is hilarious.
Yeah.
That is funny.
Yes Man.
Have you tried a Red Bull? I had a Red Bull. You want a Red Bull? I want that.
Oh, it would be a crazy world, wouldn't it? I don't think it would be functioning though.
I don't think it would function. I think there needs to be an element of like
Yeah.
because you can't control your thoughts either, which is
No.
wild.
Yeah.
So it's
That's crazy, eh? They just pop into
yeah,
your head.
and then imagine if you had to say
We just
everything
say
you
ours out
thought.
loud.
That's why we have this podcast, so we can finally say all our thoughts.
Either everyone would be really into it, or yeah,
Really against
like
it.
someone comes out of the bathroom, you're like, did you wipe or shake?
Yeah. yeah. Just out in the open. Yeah. Everyone to hear it.
Yeah.
That'll be weird.
Just by the way, they're the fanciest long drops.
At
At
Castle Hill.
At Castle Hill.
Oh, damn.
My daughter was not impressed with the long drop situation, but in terms of long drops, they're pretty fancy.
It's quite a weird concept to be fair.
Yeah, I
let's
guess it
not
is a
talk about
long
it,
drop.
yeah.
It's a long drop.
Don't fall in.
I mean, what's the difference between G long and long drop? Does someone look down a hole and go, geez, that's a long drop?
Probably that's how they got it.
long drop.
I would assume that's how they
Do
got
you know
it.
someone has to pump that out?
Yeah, no. No, they suck it
It's
out.
a
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
job.
exactly right
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
It's a shit job.
Somebody's gonna do it.
Poo man.
The poo man. That's gold.
Man.
We've talked about that, haven't we?
That's so good, eh?
We've talked
Oh,
about the
wow.
poo man before.
Yeah.
So anyway, if you wanted to get angled agility, you could pick up one of these access boards. We're not going to sell them because I think,
You could also just use like a half bozo ball, do the same thing.
oh, you could, but you can't adjust it. It's not as cool.
Yeah, the adjustable makes it quite handy.
Does
Because
it?
you can get the balance boards, but you can't really do like all the
Mm.
extra or focus on the singular points. Or you kind of could if you put stuff under the balance board in different places, but it wouldn't work as well.
Tommy likes it adjustable.
Yeah.
He does.
Well, you better get some use out of it for $100.
Mate, I'm going to use it every day.
Good.
Just
For a week.
Add it to the morning routine.
For a week,
And
then
then
I'm
it's going to
done.
go in the third drawer in the kitchen.
If it does that, send it to me.
No, I'm going to use it. The rubber smells funny, though. It smells like factory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The factory smell? It's pretty
It's
weird.
a good wee device.
I think it's a great weed device.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm doing single leg balance yoga tree poses on it, though.
That's crazy.
Thanks to level
You'll
9.
work up to it.
I'll work up to it. It's like the
You're
guy
on
from,
level 1.
it's like the dude who had the force plates the other day. Did I guys tell you that story?
Ah.
So Emily, who's the physiotherapist that works with us, she's got some of the Volt force plates now,
Yeah.
where she can do testing and stuff on,
Yeah.
and which is great. I think they're an awesome tool, especially for us to kind of have someone available who can use them.
Yeah.
And the guy was coming in and teaching her how to do it, and she was like, "Oh, Oska, come and like," and I'd run like 25K that morning or something, and he's like, "Oh, come do the jump test," and I did the jump test, and then he's like, "Oh, so if you were elite,
If
you were elite, your numbers would
Excuse
be,"
me?
and I was like,
Okay.
"Okay, I can be humble.
Humbled again.
I can be humble." Yeah. So I was like, "That is so rough."
Did he say that?
Yeah.
Elite for
But
what?
for
It was
what, though?
meaning like
I don't know. He's like
a power
Yeah, I mean,
athlete.
he backpedaled real quick when Emily was like, he's run 64 nearly flat for a half marathon. That's
It's kind
as
of
far as
elite.
New Zealanders go. There's only
Yeah.
like half a dozen.
A handful of guys that run faster.
Handful
Yeah.
of guys run fast. But I think I'm 13th or 14th on the list or something. It's like, come on now, be nice.
Not elite though.
Not elite. I was like,
Not
I
according
mean,
to the force plates.
I know I'm not East African, but like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Suck
like,
the life out of me.
You got to be specific here, buddy.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking?
Yeah.
Elite sprinter, elite rugby
Yeah,
player.
exactly.
Like, come on, it's all different.
Yeah, it's like I'm not
It's all
going to test
relative.
like Hamish.
No, exactly.
Like, I don't
Yeah.
want to be that bouncy.
No.
It's not
Classic.
what we want. So anyway, but that was kind of fun experiment. So I guess I'll do some more skipping.
Yep.
Someone was impressed at my skipping at the gym though. They said I look like a boxer.
That's what you want to look like.
Now
Yeah.
that's a compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look like Rocky.
That's what you want. Yeah. That's a compliment. That's
I know.
great.
He's elite.
He is.
Elite boxer. Actually, no, he's not. He's just a runner.
So yeah, and then Mizuno.
Send you some pretty cool shoes.
How am I gonna start this? Because if I say I'm surprised, then that's mean. But I am
Oh,
surprised.
no, I am surprised.
I'm
yeah,
surprised,
I'm very
yeah.
surprised.
Okay, Tommy said it out loud. So, and the reason I'm surprised is because I think Mizuno is at a place where Asics was in 2018, 2017, where they had a handful of practical products, but they hadn't moved on.
They haven't developed.
They haven't
at all.
developed the materials, the
Yeah.
shaping, the tooling,
Yeah.
the thought. And we were talking the other day about our favorite shoes that we could bring back.
Mm.
I thought about that more and more after we'd had that conversation. Mizuno used to make one called the Sayonara. Mizuno Wave Sayonara.
They said sayonara. Did
Yeah,
they sayonara?
They did say Sayonara. And that was one of my favorite shoes of that era. It was like 2010 to 2014.
Mm.
It was a great shoe. It was a little bit like the Asics DS trainer. And it was like a lower profile, really flexible kind of wave plate, neutral as, low volume, all that kind of stuff. So, and then I haven't run a Mizuno for a decade.
Mm.
I think 2014 was the
Yeah.
last time I
Damn.
put a pair of Mizunos on and went, geez, these are nice.
Yeah.
And so I was like 50-50 on the fence. They sent me a pair of the Neo Vista,
Mm.
which is the similar to this, more midsole and has the plastic
Right.
PVX plate. I didn't like that.
Yeah. yeah.
Like, and this is what I'll say. Some of those shoes, I feel like companies are just making them to have something in that price point.
Yeah.
It doesn't serve a purpose. A couple of companies have like tried to just make a shoe for the sake of having
A plated shoe.
a
Yeah,
plated
but like,
shoe.
well, everyone else
Yeah.
has got a plated shoe, so
Yeah.
we need one.
And like for Mizuno, they've only ever done shoes with plates. Like
Yeah.
their whole gig is a plastic plate.
Stability.
A
thing.
stability plate
Yeah.
or a propulsion plate or whatever. And they think about them so hard
Yeah.
that it becomes like impractical. And
Yeah.
so when I ran in the Neo Vista, it just feels like stiff and firm.
Yeah.
And even though it's like 40 mil of soft stuff, it just doesn't make sense. So
Yeah.
this is so simple. The magic is in the cooking.
Not having a plate.
So this midsole is, and I'll go on the record here.
Mm.
That's one of the nicest
Mm.
training midsoles I've ever worn. And what I think the brands need to catch up with is our training shoes do not need to be the same material as our racing shoes.
No.
Like we don't.
We don't want that.
No, and so you don't need the race day experience to come down into training.
Mm.
We need training shoes to develop for training shoes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like so, comfort, durability,
yeah.
and then a fluid ride.
Yeah.
Because we're going to run 100 to 160k a week in them. We don't need them to be aggressive. We don't need them to have stiff plates.
Yeah.
So we know that for training shoes, the magic often happens in the midsole and then how comfortable the top is.
Yeah.
So this midsole is actually EVA.
Mm.
And so they've developed a blend in the kitchen that for me, it feels like it bounces back quicker than I can squash it.
Really?
So the velocity, you
Yeah.
can have a run on this after we've,
No. Yeah.
you can, the velocity of the return rate is so high that I never feel like I'm sinking down inside of it,
Yeah.
but it still feels soft.
That's good.
So it's like when your legs are
Smart.
and so I mean I'm hoping it maybe that when I get a little trip to
Yeah.
Japan, I might be able to duck in and have a little look. But
Yeah,
they've been
yeah.
so I think the midsole is magic. The shaping, and for those watching on YouTube, you'll kind of be able to see the shaping has a nice wide midfoot. It's all joined. There's none of this stupid massive decoupling
Yeah.
through the middle, and so the ride wherever you hit it, you feel stable,
Yeah.
and you get the material and the comfort out of it and the cushion without compromising like stability, and then heaps of rubber outsole coverage like the sort of rubberized EVA.
Yeah.
So I've run 150k in them.
Damn.
In like 8 days. I've got a couple of other shoes that I'm supposed to be running into test. I've got
But
the
you're just like,
glycerins
"Oh,
and something else. I can't remember what I mean.
To me, that
Skone?
looks like a tempo shoe.
Yeah.
It looks like it might not last as long as a trainer, and just, I mean, the way the upper's design looks like a sock. It's kind of like a faster
And so
racer.
I'm going to say it's a more, for me, this is a more fun Nova Blast.
Yeah.
That's where it's sitting for me. Is you're right, Kat. When we were bouncing along on our Sunday run, I felt like I could have started to run 345s in it, but it feels stable enough to run 430s in it. We're talking Ks per hour for any American listeners which are thinking of miles. There's a couple of things I'd change, which is always the way when someone releases a new shoe, is where they've got the logo on the medial side does create a little crinkle because it's quite a thick heat overlay on top of the knit, and so it does create like a pocket of material. I haven't noticed it rubbing or anything. It's been fine, but I think that's going to split there at some point. And then on the inside, the laces are actually part of the upper, and you can feel the underside of the lace.
Yeah.
And so that doesn't like, I'm not worried about it, but if you've got a very sensitive top of your foot, you might either need a slightly thicker pair of socks, or this might not be for you. What I think is really smart is often the problem I have with the socks is the heel lockdown. So you can't see it on the camera, but they've got a very thin, it kind of feels like very thin plastic, which is kind of shaped like a figure eight either side. And then they've used a heat overlay internally to join that up with the first lace hole. And so when you do the laces up, it acts.
Pulls in the heel.
Pulls in the heel.
Oh, that's smart.
And so for me with my Achilles, there's two things there.
Yeah.
One is there's no padding there to rub on the perineal. And then two, I don't get any rotation in the back of the shoe because I get really good lockdown in the heel, even though this is probably half a size too big.
Yeah.
Because the 9s are what they send for.
Yeah.
And I'm like kind of fit between an 8.5 and a 9. So even though this is slightly too big to how I would normally wear it,
Yeah.
it's going to retail for $290. I think it's
That's a good price.
like, so the Mizuno, well, I don't think I could see what it was called.
Neo Zen.
Yeah, Mizuno Neo Zen is the shoe, and I think it goes up against like some of the heavy hitters. Have you got some stats?
That's nice. Yeah, I was 235 grams and 6 mil drop, so 39 and a half and 33 and a half. But they base it off like a daily trainer / tempo training.
Which is
that's
like
pretty much what you'd look at it for.
Yeah, and I mean I'm like 65ish kilos.
Yeah.
It feels higher pitched than 6 mil
Right.
because of the shape at the midfoot. When you put it on, have a jog down, you'll see what I mean. But to me, it feels like 8.
Yeah.
8 to 10. Like sometimes in a 4 or 6 mil, I feel quite flat. Like I got to work for everything. But just the way it kind of catches you
rolls over
and rolls over is really nice. So, look, I am surprised and impressed and stoked.
Well done.
That Mizuno have an option finally.
Yeah.
Because like, that space is kind of there to be taken in a way.
Yeah. Looks cool too.
So I'm kind of pumped. But do you know what else I'm pumped for? You know what else I'm pumped for?
No.
Cat nose.
Oh, yeah.
You want to talk about that?
Go for it.
We don't have to.
Yeah,
We got a big smile on her face. Well, you can say. Cat's moving away.
After my hard work on my website, I'm...
She wants a refund on the URL.
I want a refund.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. No. So Oska needed a manager for the Nelson store. So I put my hand up. Then I'll be moving. So I'm very excited, actually.
It's kind of bittersweet.
It is. I mean, I'll miss down here. So fun. But also, I kind of want to be that person to take what we have down here up there.
Yeah.
So
It's missing.
it is, when did you start? 2018, 19,
Yeah, 18, 19. Somewhere
So
around
we're
there.
like it'd be like 6 and a bit years
Yep.
of hanging out, and you've had some time working on the shop floor and then doing your thing. And I think the biggest thing for me is, finding people you trust to do a great job. And so I think you're going to be awesome at that. And I'm pumped for Nelson.
Yeah.
And Richmond and Blenheim and Motueka and Mapua and Kaiteri and all the bits in between.
Yep.
That there'll actually be a group of people that care about getting product.
That's right. We'll have the best shoes around.
So
I'm going to try get the community together. So if anyone's up there or knows anyone up there,
Yeah.
I think that's
come by.
I think that's what we do best, right?
Yeah.
Like is anything starts with a community of people that need it or want it, and then you give it to them.
Yeah.
So the product and the space and
Yep.
the opportunity, and then you create a vibe and a culture, and then the
Build on it.
the byproduct of that is people are going to need footwear.
Yeah.
And so we know that footwear kind of pays the bills, but it's always the thing that naturally happens when you create that community. And
I'm really going to have to go out into my trail running though, being up there.
well, maybe we need to find you a sidekick. We
Yeah.
need to find you a trail sidekick.
We do. Absolutely.
You got to have a Sam.
We got to have a
Yeah,
Sam.
we need a
Gotta have a
Sam
Sam.
of Nelson.
I've got my semi, so I got Mr. Track and then Mr. Trail and Mrs. Wetsuit. So we'll build
We'll
a
build the team.
So I guess there's two announcements there. One is that like us as a store are acquiring the
Oh, yeah,
Richmond.
true,
Like
yeah.
we haven't really talked about that. So yes, we
It's
will
done.
be. And I don't like to say I or me and Katie. It's like it's a team thing, right? Like we're doing this, and that's stop number one. And there might be 2, 3, and 4 to go by the time we're finished doing stuff. And we're going to start there because I see an opportunity to test how it works, even though I'm slightly terrified of,
You and me both, man. Both.
and change how that store is operated and the product that's in there and the way things are done. And then, and you're going to do a great job with that. And I'm pumped. So that means we're going to have to find a sidekick for the podcast.
Oh, yeah. it
But
does.
we'll worry about that when we
Yeah.
get to like...
Oh, it's still a wee
Still
while
got
away.
6 months.
Yeah.
We got a while. We got a while.
Yeah.
That'll be a sad day.
Big party.
I mean, it'd be pretty...
Sponsored by the front runner.
Yeah.
Literally.
Piss up. Piss up. Yeah. So, go cat. Go cat, go.
Okay.
Go cat. Go kart.
There are some good no, there's no go-karts.
There are no go-karts.
Oh, there might be.
Oh,
I know.
there's got to be. Nah, there is. There definitely
Yeah,
is.
no.
That was a fun Christmas thing we did.
Go-karts.
When we went go-karting.
Fun. Yeah, I love go-karts.
Jack was savage.
He was.
My back.
Me and Jack were going at it.
Yeah, my back was so sore.
We were driving into people left, right, and centre. Yeah, it was fun. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, crazy, man. Crazy stuff. Anything else you guys got? Where's my
No,
phone gone?
that's all my big news.
So yeah, that's quite big news.
That's pretty big.
It's probably the biggest news.
Buy your shoes, get your New Year's resolution sorted, and get running.
Yeah.
Or swimming or biking or whatever. What do you
Whatever
want to
floats
do?
your boat.
Oh, what have I got written down?
Pretty close to the New Year, so people will be planning that stuff out.
No, I don't think I've got anything written down. I went past an ad, a billboard, that was the headline "Bump Combo."
Bump combo.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't
What's
know
it for?
I don't know.
Still don't know.
I'm still not sure.
Bump
But
combo.
it was yellow and orange and white, and that just made me think of drugs.
Yeah, I would. That's where I was leaning to with
Yeah,
that.
that's a strange
bump and white line.
advert. Bump combo.
And how desperate would you need to be to drink a coffee with salt in it?
with
Ooh.
salt.
Yeah.
Nah.
If you accidentally put salt, so that was the last coffee. That was the last coffee
Nah, I wouldn't give a shit.
in the house,
Gross.
and you had a workout to do.
I'd suffer
Oh,
through
no,
it.
I'm not drinking that.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not drinking that.
Not at all. Oh, I haven't drunk coffee in
Although
like 5 days,
you might
6
need the
days.
salt for the workout.
I go off and on coffee. Yeah, I go through phases with that.
I like it. I wouldn't say I'm like addicted
My
to
acid
it.
reflux. Yeah.
Oh.
It's not great.
Well, it's quite like
It
yes.
is quite acidic. Yeah.
Can I ask this one?
I
Yeah,
don't
go for
know
it.
by that judgment.
You can edit it out.
What? So I was thinking about this.
That's true.
I was thinking about this. When you get out of the shower, do you have the towel close to the shower door, or do you walk water across the floor?
I have it close to the door.
Close to the door.
Okay.
Hate when you forget the towel though.
Yeah. And then, which bit do you dry first?
I always dry my hair first.
I think I do too,
Yeah.
actually.
I don't know why. I just always do that. Top to bottom.
Oh, he's got a system. I don't even know if I have a system.
It's the most Tom thing ever. Eh? Top to bottom.
Super aggressively dry my hair as well.
Is that why it's falling out?
Yeah, probably. Take most of it with me. Yeah.
What about you, Kat? You have a system for drying
I
yourself?
think I have a system.
No. It's weird that there's a bunch of people thinking about Kat drying herself now.
Yeah, great. Love that.
And it wasn't with me. Yeah.
Oh, there is with you,
Let's
but
go back to Tom.
let's go. What did I have? What else did I have? No, that's it. Kat's. What do you dry first? Oh, I mean, I found out why I don't clean my car because I can never find anything once it's clean.
Your car's organised chaos.
Yeah, well, that's
You
my
know
life.
where it is.
Yeah.
That's my life. And I've written down here bad cat, but I don't know why.
I didn't do it.
A bat cat.
Oh.
I can't remember.
Bat cat.
I can't remember why I wrote that down.
Bat cave, maybe?
No.
No?
I don't remember. I don't remember, so it can't be that important. And if people are still listening, they're superheroes.
Yeah.
Final thought from me.
Post credits.
Yeah, final. Oh no, actually, I've got another one. Hold on. You guys just want to go. You just want to go.
I'm going to put the show on.
Oh yeah, okay. You just want to go. So I got another one. You know how we were talking about Elf on the Shelf and then Biggie on a ciggy,
Biggie on a ciggy. Oh, you got another one of those.
Vader on a potato.
Love that. Yeah, can I see the
Vader on a
picture?
potato.
Darth Vader on a potato. That's so good.
Vader on a potato. That took me a little long because I wanted to be like Vader on a potato, and then I was like,
Some of
Tater.
them take me way longer.
Vader on a
than I-
tater.
oh, what?
Vader on a tater.
Vader on a tater. Whatever. Same thing.
Like tater tot, you know?
And so then I saw this other one, which was in a supermarket in America that had one of the signs was adult cereals. And then someone's made a list because you know how we were talking about Special K the other week,
Yeah.
and then so they've made adult cereals.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear them?
Yeah.
Get so into this. 50 Shades of Grain, Porn Flakes,
That's good.
Special D. Rice Frisky. Captain Munch.
That's a good one.
Cherry Hose.
Cheerios. Oh, wow.
That's too good.
That's so good. That's so good. So, and then my final thought for the day is when
Captain Munch.
when not regular dogs see a police dog, they think, "Shit, what have I done?"
How do they know it's a police dog?
I don't know, but do they?
They're just all dogs, aren't
Got a
they?
I don't know.
badge.
Sometimes they have like things on them, but yeah.
Yeah, but if they've got like a little vest on,
Yeah,
little
sure.
police dog vest,
Yeah.
like are they thinking what we're thinking? Like, what have I done? Am I
Yeah,
speeding?
maybe.
Like, I mean,
I had the zoomies before.
Yeah. What do they have? Cocaine beer.
so on that note, Captain Munch. I like Special D. That's funny. And Cherry Hose. I like them all
They're
actually.
all
That's
good.
that's brilliant.
Actually gold.
So thank you to America
Thanks,
for
America.
entertaining us one more time. Actually, Cam sent me. Oh, did I screenshot it? Avery sent me a Snapchat the other day when he was.
Oh.
Did he send it to you as well?
I don't know, but Avery sends a lot of.
I don't know.
unhinged
I don't
stuff.
think I screenshot it. I wonder. Hold on. Wait a minute. Everyone wants to go. No, they don't. They're listening attentively. Maybe 50-50.
I love it.
Oh, no. I didn't save it. Anyway, it was one of those, and now I've ruined the story because I don't remember what it was, but it was one of those like car washing and it was like blow and go.
Oh yeah.
Blow and go.
Yeah.
Blow and go. Or something like that. Yeah.
That is definitely one.
Or like come and wash.
Yeah.
It was like,
come and go.
yeah, come and go, come
Yeah.
and watch something. It was pretty funny. He sent me a photo of it.
Yeah.
I was like, that's pretty good.
Outrageous.
Anyway, I think that's enough of our ramblings. We've done
Merry
pretty well.
People are doing well for listening this
Yeah.
long. Eh?
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Enjoy
Lovely
your
long
New
time.
Year,
See you in Nelson.
See you now. Well, see you next week.
See you next week.
We're a week ahead now.
We are.
We're recording a week ahead.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Thanks, Mac. And shout out to Mac for making the clips of this because this is going to be hard out. He's given up by now. He's only gotten through 35 minutes.
Yeah, yes, yeah. He's like,
Put
yeah,
in the
I'm off to
cereals, put
Melbourne.
in the
See you guys
cereals.
later, you freaks.
Stop it. Stop it. Okay, eat your veggies.
Bye.
Enjoy.
Bye.